are here from JH Bruns Collegiate, the JV final, Sabres versus Broncos. Get ready to try to negate the noise in this building. They have brought their fans in droves and the noise along with them. Sabres just finished their warm-up. Broncos were up just before that. Sabres just in a little prayer before heading out onto the court. Starting lineup for Sabres: Luke, Josh, Vaughn, Ronan, Matthew, and Reed. Sabres have changed their rotation up, putting Luke in position 4 to start. And Broncos win this coin toss for the serve. Number 6 up to serve. To the outside for Ronan. Somebody from Broncos was in the net. No call. Nice block by Josh. Left side. Dug up by Ronan. But it's out of play. Outside for Ronan, he gets the kill. And if somebody can send me a message from home to see if they can see the scores from the screen, that would be great so I don't have to call them. Number 18 back to serve for Broncos. Serve received by Ronan. Outside for Vaughn, and he kills it. Off the hands of number 18, the server. Tie game at 2. Zay in for Josh in the back row. Just for the serve. Okay, thanks Ariana for sending the message. I see that you can see the score from at home. That's great. Free ball. Outside to Vaughn. Nice dig by the Broncos. Right side for Reed. And that's just out the back. Number 37 back to serve. Free ball situation in system. And off the hands and out of play. Point Sabres. drums are beating loud here. And that one's in the roof. It's out of play. The referee on the far sideline said it was out of play. And now he changes his call. The referee over there changed. He said it was out of play, and then he changes his call. He called it out. Anyhow, I digress. This is definitely a home crowd. Nice dig by Nate. Quick hitter to Vaughn. Reed on the left side. And point, Bruns. Service ace for Bruns. Bruns goes up to a 3-point lead at 6-3. And that's out of play. Vaughn steps back to serve. And tight to the net. Middle, no, outside to Ronan. Dug up by number 37. Left side for Ronan. He swings hard, gets a kill. Left side, left alone, Matthew. Over to Ronan, swings hard. And a free ball situation here. Tight to the net, and Reed has to tip it over, but his foot goes underneath the net. And it's point Broncos. Substitutions, Tarek in for Vaughn in the back row. Right side for Reed, and he hammers it off the shoulder of number 20. Side out. Elliott in for Matthew. Sabres down by 1. Free ball, going right to the middle to Josh, and Reed gives him a little shove of excitement. Nice kill by Josh. And a service ace. Take the lead. Shoot set to Ronan, and he kills it. And referee on the far sideline says it's out of play. So tie game at 8. Number 14 back to serve. Reed has to take second ball. Reed with a push to position 1. Off of Reed's head and out of bounds. tight to the net. Josh pushes it to the back. Center dump. And net violation. Bruns. Nice serve by Reed. And he gets a service ace. Good job blocking out the noise by the Sabres so far. We'll see if they can do it throughout the whole game. That's going to be key for them. And Reed has to go up because he's bleeding. All right, so very intense first set here for the Sabres. Sabres up by 1, 10-9. If you missed it in the video, Reed got plunked right in the head at the net by an attack. Ball bounced out of bounds. It was point for Bruns, but then the next point, Reed realized that he had a bigger problem than he thought, so stepped off the court as he stepped up to the service line. So Ivan will take Reed's place for the time being in the back row. Ivan, a very good server. Referee's making sure there's no blood on the floor. And Ivan steps in. And we're ready to play again. Left side, off the touch, and into the court. Tie game. Number 6 for the Broncos back to serve. And serve receive there, so ace by the Broncos. For the Broncos. A little meeting between the Sabres to talk about servicing here. Short serve. Taken by Tarek. Big joust at the net. And another one. Ronan on the left side. Dug up by Josh. But just out of bounds. 10 serving 13. Looks like Reed is back from his medical timeout. Still on the bench though. Free ball. Left side. Tip. Blocked by Luke. Good job by Luke. Hanging in tight there on the block. And Vaughn in for Tarek in the front row. Ronan back to serve. Free ball situation. Dumped. Left side for Vaughn. 2 blockers there. They get their hands on it nicely. And a great block by Josh. block. He was up there late, but just outreached the other player. One-point game again. Left side for Vaughn, and he gets blocked by number 37. Number 18 back to serve. Big middle hitter. And Josh with a great swing. Left side for Vaughn, he swings. Left side for the Broncos. And number 17 with the kill. Timeout, Sabres. Call Natasha. Tell her to go pick up Elliot. Josie. Tell her why. All right, Sabres back from the timeout, down by 3. The Broncos have the ball. And substitutions, Reed back in for Ivan. Some good cheer from the Sabres parents there. And that ball is out of play. Home run by the Broncos. Another substitution, Zay in for Josh on the service line and into the back row. And free ball dug up by Zay. Nobody goes to get second ball. Number 37 back to serve. He's got a spin serve. And that's tight to the net. Dug up by Luke. And Matthew with a quick push to the back. And that's into the ceiling. Point Sabres. This is going to go most likely a long distance here tonight. So during the breaks, go get yourself some popcorn and some chips. Maybe a cold Coca-Cola. Left side for Vaughn. He swings hard. And out of bounds. No touch. Number 17 back to serve. He also does a spin serve. And into the net it goes. Point Sabres. A little bit of back and forth. Takes a little bit off of that one. Big block, but it's out of bounds. No touch.
Watch out. Let me go.
Middle attack, and that's out of play. Point Sabres. Tie game, 17-all. And timeout, Broncos. He fell asleep. And Sabres back from the break. One timeout each. And the referee calls it out of bounds. You can't see it when you jump out of the way. Number 20 back to serve. Tight to the net. Ronan has to lift it to the other side. Not sure. And almost dug up by Luke. Point Bruns. 19-17. Fairly late in this first set. Ronan with a big swing. Elliott subbing in for Matthew. Josh back up front. Serving to the same spot again. And nice play by the Sabres to get a point on that one. Tie game. Elliott targeting the same position every time. Josh gets up with a block. And just out of bounds. Number 14 back to serve. Reed takes second ball. Ronan. And no touch by the Broncos. 2-point edge late in the first set. Short serve, tight to the net, outside for Ronan. Luke takes first ball. And a kill by Ronan. Side out. Kapow. Reed back to serve, nice deep floats. Second ball is deep, so free ball situation. Reed takes the first. Left side for Ronan, high off the block. And that's a kill. Tie game. Deeps, and that one's out of bounds that time. There's a lot of nerves on both sides of the net here tonight. Lots on the line. And a big stuff by number 17 gives the Broncos a 2-point edge. 23-21 and timeout Sabres. That's their second and last timeout in the first set. Broncos have one remaining. Timeout break. Broncos have 2 points to win the first set. Sabres 4 points to win the first set. Left side for Ronan. Nice easy tap over the net. A big block by Josh, but off his elbow and out of bounds. Set point coming up for Broncos. Nice pass and center dump by Luke. Free ball coming over. Right side for Reed, and he's short of his mark. First set goes to the Broncos. And here we are for the switchover. Just going to pan around the crowd here. You can see there's a few drums down there in the crowd. That's where all the noise is coming from. Just a few 5-gallon pails with some sticks. But lots of fans nonetheless, coming from both sides. First set goes to Bruns, 25-21, tight set. Could have gone either way. Reed gonna take the first touch coming out of the break in between the first and the second set. Outside set to number 17, dug up by Vaughn, Josh with a nice play at the net. Middle attack, and Josh gets his hands on it, followed by Reed. But point goes to Bruns. Bruns take the first point of the second set. Number 18 back to serve. Deep float, almost out of bounds. Back row for Vaughn, and he's short of his mark. Float serve, it's short, and hits the net. Ronan choosing his serve position, goes to the near side. Nice short float, push to the outside, blocked by Josh, but it's out of bounds. And number 37 steps back to the service line. Spin serve, it's deep, and catches the back line. Service ace. That one looked like it was going out of bounds that time around. And nobody goes for the third ball. Broncos take an early 5-1 lead. Far forward toss. Makes it difficult for the Broncos player to get good connection on the serve. Zay in for Josh to serve. Deep float up to the net. It's going to be a left side roll shot taken by Zay. And a hard swing by Matthew. He gets the kill. Sabres down by 2. Zay with a good serve that time around. Nice and tight to the net. Right side, and that's out of bounds out the back court. Sabres within 1. Nice short float this time. That one's going right side again. And carry ball not called. Free ball coming over. Nice free ball by Luke, actually. Lots of spin on it. Good dig by Reed. 2 blockers. Dug up by the setter, number 37. And Sabres get the point tied up. Nice deep float, good pass, sets to the right side, and that one is well inside the court. Broncos back to a 1-point lead, 6-5 for the Broncos. Nate back in for Zay in the back row. Referees doing a cleanup job on the floor. And it looks like we're going to be called back in. Here we go. back to serve. Tie game at 6. Luke's gonna have Matthew and Vaughn up front. And Reed. Dug up by Ronan in the backcourt, but he's short of his spot. Bruns gets the point. Number 20 serving. Taken with Vaughn's hands. Left side for Reed, and that's a kill. Off the hands and in. Side out. Vaughn with a spin serve, dug up by number 14. Left side for 6. Luke takes first ball. Left side, good set by Reed. And a kill by Ronan. When a right side can push the ball all the way to the left side, that's great. Nice dig up by number 6. Free ball situation. Vaughn takes it. Left side for Ronan. Luke with a quick touch. And number 18 with the kill for the Broncos. Substitutions, Tarek in for Vaughn in the back row. Game is tied up at 8. Right side for Reed. He's got 2 blockers. Free ball situation. Right side again for Reed. He tips it over the block and gets the point. Nice court awareness by Reed on the right-hand side. The defenders in the back row were flat-footed as he had hit it hard the time previously. Elliott back to serve. Oh, and into the net. Left side for number 17. He dumps it. And point Broncos. Left side for Ronan. Oh, he spanks it so hard they got lucky, and Ronan again tips it. But outside the aerial, point for Broncos. Broncos take a 2-point lead. It's 11-9. Number 6 with the serve. (17) off the block, dug up by Tarek. Not able to get it all the way up, so Broncos up to a 3-point lead. And that's out of bounds. Reed back to serve. Sabres down by 2. Quick hitter to number 18, and he doesn't make a mistake of that one. A little bit of back and forth here through the mid part of set number 2. Setter dump. Nate in the right spot. Ronan swings hard. Again for Ronan. Swings it hard again, but that's out the left sideline, the far sideline. Broncos up to a 4-point lead. It's 14-10 and timeout Sabres. That's the first time out for the Sabres in the second set. One more remaining. Broncos still have their 2 remaining timeouts. For the Sabres to take one of the first 3 sets here. And Ronan is short. Josh coming quick, dug up by number 14, and Josh with a hammer of the tip ball. Wow, I've never seen that done before, where a blocker swings on a block attempt. Ronan back to serve. Sabres still down by 4. Nice serve. Taken by number 18, middle blocker, number 20, takes the swing and gets the kill. Broncos up by 5. 16 serving 11. Spin serve coming up. Spinner! Off the block, nice defense by the Broncos. And number 17 gets the kill. And the second and last time out for the for the Sabres is called. Sabres down by 6. Dug up by Nate, the serve. Dug up by Ronan on an overpass. Gives the Broncos a 7-point lead. Another spin serve coming up. The guys should move forward a little bit on the serve. Nice pass. Josh swings hard, dug up by number 18. And finally a side out for the Sabres. This could be too little too late in the second set to make a comeback, but I've seen some bigger comebacks in the past. Zay back to serve. 6 points just to make up the deficit. Float serve, dug up awkwardly. Number 17 back to serve. Spin serve coming up. And that's in the net. Free point for the Sabres. Sabres have 3 swingers up front. Matthew, Vaughn, and Reed. Luke back to serve. And that serve is out of bounds. Sabres have missed, I believe, 3 serves in this second set. Left side for Reed. Has to take a lot off of it. Block was not there. Nate not able to get the dig on that one. Broncos up to another 7-point lead. Nate takes first touch. Left side for Reed, and he goes kaboom. Kapow, actually. Reed, go Sabres for the gold. Vaughn back to serve. Some good artwork there by Stacey Heese. Spin serve coming up. Good toss. And that one's up in the ceilings. Takes a little bit off that one, taken by number 17, right side 14, he tips. Left side for Reed. It looks like Reed is starting to hit his stride. Sabres down by 4, and timeout, Broncos. About time somebody gets some things here. Sabres taking the full timeout here. Vaughn taking a deep breath here before he serves the ball. Good toss. Oh, and that one hits the tape, almost over. Change of possession. Tarek in for Vaughn in the back row. Number 6 steps up to the service line for the Broncos. Dug up by Tarek. Free ball situation. In system to the middle, and he gets the kill. Gotta make those free balls harder than that so that the Broncos have to make an effort at going to get the ball. In system, they're very tight. In system for the Sabres, and Reed gets a kill cross court. Side out. Elliott in to serve for Matthew. Deep float, push to the outside, big block. He cuts it, and Ronan not able to get a piece of it. Side out for the Broncos, game point. Reminder, this is a best of 5 match. So don't turn away after the second set. And Reed kills it. Keeps the Sabres alive for one more point, down by 5 points. One side out for the Broncos, gives them the second set win. Short serve, dug up by 17 and out to 17. And Koku with the block. He gets his hands right over the net. Stuffs number 17. Reed back to serve yet again, down by 4. Deep floats, taken by number 17's hands. And a big kill down the sideline. Second set goes to the Broncos, 25-20. So you can see the scores were pretty tight, 25-21 and 25-20. Sabres let the Broncos get too far ahead early on in the second set. They were up 5-1 before the Sabres really got going. At this level, when you have two clubs that are at the tail end of their season, they are usually firing on all cylinders, and the Broncos and the Sabres sure are. They're giving us an exciting match here tonight. Sabres are in a must-win set. Broncos have first touch of the ball in the third set. And number 6 is the first serve for the Broncos. Short serve, dug up by Tarek. Push to the outside for Vaughn. He has to hit left-handed. Vaughn tips it over the block. And a quick hitter, number 18. And that's a kill. Vaughn just places it over the net and outside to the left, and that's out of bounds. Down the left sideline. Point Sabres. Right side, and that's out of play. Sabres gaining advantage over 2 hitting errors by the Broncos early on in this third set. Free ball, short, and nobody takes the ball. Nothing more frustrating to coaches that on a free ball like that, nobody goes after it. Number 18 back to serve. He does a float. That one's right in the middle. Dug up by Luke off the net. Point Broncos. Deep float, but that's out of bounds. About 8 feet out of bounds, so luckily Tarek let that one go. Vaughn back to serve. It's 3-3. Left side. Oh, too tight to the net, and Josh tips it over, but out of bounds. He called the touch over there. The line judge over there called the touch. That line judge called the touch. That's second time these changes call. Gone out of the back row, and that's out the back. Just why pay any officials if they're not going to take the call from the one guy? Dug up by Vaughn. Free ball situation in system. Blocked by Reed. Dug up by Ronan. Reed swings hard. I'm not sure why they're calling him for a back row violation.
Hey, you can change the call like you did last time.
Oh my goodness.
And the time before that.
Broncos taking a 6-3 lead after 2 missed calls by the referees. Abhorrent. Sabres with the kill. I'm usually not critical of officials, but with 4 officials and 1 person making a call and nobody looking at him and taking his call as serious.
4 of you, let's do better.
Zay back to serve, down by 2. It's 6-4.
Running right through the serve. Right through.
Number 17 back to serve. Tight to the net. And stuffed down by number 6. Broncos up to an 8-4 lead. Timeout Broncos. I want to question the drumming.
Yeah, I do too.
I should do it right now. Somebody needs to say something about it. I'm not willing to get kicked out of this gymnasium, but it's ridiculous. Broncos back to serve.
Good job, Luke.
That ball was out of bounds. Side out. Sabres down by 3. It's 5, serving 8. And service ace for the Sabres. Nice block by Matthew up the middle. Left side. Dug up by Reed. Dug up by Luke. Tip. Back row and into net. Nice call by Luke to go back row. Number 20 back to serve. Ronan back to serve. And a service ace by Ronan. High up the middle and 4 touches by the Sabres. Number 14 back to serve. Somebody's got to do it. Elliott back to serve. Sabres down by 1. It's 10-9 for the Broncos. And a service ace. It's ridiculous, you guys. Timeout Broncos. All right, back from the timeouts. Sabres with the serve. Elliott serving. Deep float that time off one hand. Free ball situation. Reed in system. Josh with the kill! Nice pass, nice set. Another good serve. Free ball. Short. And Josh again with a quick hitter. Gets a kill. Sabres up 3. Substitutions for the Broncos, bringing number 16 for number 20. Free ball. Quick hitter. And Vaughn a little bit short. The ball was a little bit too low. Number 6 back to serve. Jump float. Josh tips it. Number 17 with a kill. And Reed with the kill. Luke back to serve. Right side, and they get the kill. A lot of back and forth going on here. Substitutions for the Broncos. Number 20 back in for number 16. Number 18 back to serve. Carry ball. Wow. Reed off the left side trying to dig up his own hit and tie game. Number 18 back to serve again. Dug up by Tarek. Right side for Vaughn. Free ball. Left side for Reed. With the spin serve. Free ball, and that's well out of bounds on the far sideline. Back and forth. Bruns back up to a 1-point lead, 17-16. Reed swings hard, he gets a kill. Back to serve, tie game, 17 all. Nice pass, middle, and that one hits the ground before Zay can get to it. and number 17 back to serve. Service ace. Reed back to serve. Deep floats. Left side. And nobody touches it. It's out of bounds. Service ace for Reed. Left side, tipped over. Left side for Ronan, and he's short. Substitution for the Broncos, number 16 in for number 20 again. Middle for Matthew, he gets the kill. Sabres back up by 1. Number 16 and coming back out for number 20 for the Broncos. Middle attack, blocked by Matthew. Free ball situation. Right side for Reed, he hammers it off the block and gets the kill. Sabres up by 2 late in the third set, down by 2 sets to none. That's going up the middle, blocked by Vaughn. Nobody behind him to cover the block tip. Number 14 serving for the Broncos. Whistle. Whistle. Set it outside to Vaughn. 2 blockers there. Game 22 all late in the third set. Dug up by Tarek, left side for Vaughn. He rolls it. Dug up by 14. Left side, swung hard. Broncos getting a lot of lucky breaks. And a huge kill by Vaughn. Elliott in to serve for Matthew. Deep float, taken by 17, up the middle, blocked by Koku. Left side, tipped, dug up by Reed. Elliott tries to pick it up. And side out for the Broncos. Number 6. Left side for Vaughn, off the block. Left side again. And off of Josh's hands and out of bounds. Match point coming up for Bruns. Timeout, Sabres. Should have happened in the first set. Yesterday, she needs her license. She hasn't taken any of this guy's seriously. And this guy's been a little wishy-washy. So, but she doesn't let him hold the ball. This guy was really close. Middle for Josh, and he kills it! Tie game. Deep float, and that's out of bounds. Match point number 2 for the Sabres after the Broncos. Quick take by Tarek. Left side for Reed. He gets a kill. No way! Oh my God. I'm going to have to watch a video replay of that one. Anyhow, thanks for watching, folks. I'm going to cut out early. I can't take any more of this drumming. Have a good night, folks. We'll see you during the provincial playdowns.